everyone, it's ExpressAmber and it is the middle of July, and so we're super busy, of course, for the 22-23 tax year, and we're seeing lots of mistakes on forms. And so today I want to talk to you about common mistakes on your Form 2290 and how to fix them. All right, everyone, so here we are in the mid-July of 2022, and as usual, Express Truck Tax is super busy filing the 2290 for hundreds of thousands of truckers for the 22-23 tax year, and we're starting to see some of those returns get rejected. And so there's a few reasons why the IRS will reject your Form 2290, and so I'm here to tell you about those reasons and what you can do to fix those. Number one is they will reject your return for a duplicate return. So if you file your Form 2290 with the same first use month, same tax year, and same VIN number, the IRS is going to reject that return, which is good for you because you don't pay the tax twice on that truck, but it can also be frustrating, and we understand that. So when you're filing your Form 2290, make sure that you haven't already filed the Form 2290 for that same tax year and month on that truck. In the truck zone, there is a really cool feature that not many people use, but you can actually type the VIN number in the truck zone and you can open up that section and it will show you if that truck has already been filed for in a specific tax year. Did you know that? It's pretty cool. So that's a really cool thing. If you have lots of trucks in your fleet or in your Express Truck Tax account, make sure that you're going there and checking that first. If you do have a duplicate return, and it is truly a duplicate return, you need to find the original 2290. There's no way to get around it. The duplicate return is an IRS rejected form. There's nothing Express Truck Tax can do. You've got to go find that first return that you filed with that VIN number on it and use that stamp Schedule 1 for yourself. Another reason why the IRS rejects a return is because the name and the EIN do not match. Now there's a couple of things here. Number one, if you do not already have an EIN, you have to have an EIN to file a 2290. To file any tax form, to e-file it, you have to have an EIN. That's how the IRS matches the return to you, is that EIN. If you get a brand new EIN, the IRS is saying it takes up to 4 weeks now for the IRS to put that number in their system. So if you get a brand new EIN number today, it's not going to be able to go through until at least 4 weeks from now. With Express Truck Tax, you can continue to retransmit that return every day, and as soon as that number is in the IRS system, the return will be accepted, as long as the name and the EIN match. Which brings me to my second point on that rejection, is that the name that you get your EIN in, the name you register your EIN, has to be the name that you put on your Form 2290. You cannot register your EIN with John Smith and then file your 2290 with Apple Trucking. Nothing of that matches, and so it's going to be rejected. When you are registered for EIN, it's really important to know what you're doing, because a lot of times when you go get your plates, your IRP, IFTA, you start doing all those registrations, those offices want everything to match. So when you get your EIN and you get it in John Smith and then you go register your truck in Smith Trucking, sometimes the office is like, your 2290 doesn't match your plates. And so then you've got to backtrack it and redo everything. So again, do your homework before you start just go registering for numbers and names and all that stuff. But as far as the 2290 rejecting because of the name and the EIN, either your EIN is too new and you just need to keep retransmitting it. Again, that does not have anything to do with Express Truck Tax. It's the IRS. They have to put that number into their system. The second reason is make sure the name and the EIN match. All right, so those are the two reasons for that one. Another reason why your return could be rejected by the IRS is because the routing number on your bank information doesn't match. Now, Express Truck Tax is like super cool, and when you are entering in your electronic funds withdrawal information, your bank account or your savings information, and you enter in your routing number, that 9-digit number, we're super cool and we say, oh, that number matches Bank of America or Wells Fargo or whatever your bank is. And so we kind of give you a little check right there to make sure you're entering in the right routing number. However, if it goes through and it transmits and it goes through the IRS can reject it because the routing number is not correct. They'll ask you to come back and correct the routing number and then retransmit it. One thing we cannot check for is the account number. I have no clue what your bank account number is. You don't want me to know what your bank account number is. So if you put in some number in the account number section, we can't check that. And so if it goes through and accepted and the money does not come out of your account, it's probably because A, there was not enough money in the account when the IRS tried to debit it, or B, the account number was wrong and the IRS doesn't know your money, your bank account, which again is probably a good thing. So make sure that you're entering in the correct account numbers if you're using the EFW payment option. So those are 3 most common reasons why your Form 2290 might be rejected. There are other reasons, and again, that's why we have a full support team here in the office Monday through Friday, so that if you do have any questions or something is rejected and you're just not understanding why, please reach out to us. That's why we're here. We want to help you. We are available by phone, of course, 704-234-6005, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30. We also have an email, support@expresstrucktax.com, and we have a live chat option. Those 2 methods are gold during July and August. Listen, we are here. We are so busy, but we want to help every single one of you. So if you call and you don't get directly through, we will call you back, number 1. But number 2, send us an email or do the live chat option. Both of those options are perfect and you'll get a live person here in our office answering questions. If you do have any other questions for me personally, you can just comment down below and I'll be happy to answer any additional questions that you might have about rejections or amendments or 8849s or anything. I'll be happy to answer them. If you have not filed your Form 2290 for the 22-23 tax year, go file it now. ExpressTruckTax.com. See you soon. Bye.